There's so much chaos you can cause in Crusader Kings 3, but today is probably the most I've ever caused, as we form the Holy Arabian papacy by boosting our liege, the Pope, to complete Arabian dominance. And also, we did just hit 100,000 subscribers, which is honestly insane to even think about. Like, I genuinely can't thank you guys enough. It means so much to me. Thank you. First things first, we're 49 and we have one son who's 26 and he's wandering. So we're going to force him back home. And no, you are not allowed to be a knight. We need to forbid that, because if he dies, what happens to our succession? It goes to my uncle, who, he's a villain. So, you know, we probably don't want villains leading us just yet. Yeah, early on, I think gold is going to be essential. So we've already got a lot of perks from the stewardship tree. So I'm going to carry on with this, to be honest. We have 15 stewardship, which is pretty nice. Okay, well, now we are rivals with Duke Robert the Fox because for whatever reason, apparently our houses started feuding or something. Here we go. For some reason, he hates us. Okay, I mean, we could challenge him to a fight. He'd probably beat me up. Let's go for it. Let's challenge our rival to a fight. Right, here we go. Oh, he got a massive helmet on. This seems kind of unfair. Right, taste silver, swine. And then we're going to hit him with, let's see. Heaven, not earthly realm, scum. And then, you know what? Taste silver again. Oh, God, this is going on a while. No, I yield. But there we go. With our army built up a little bit more and our first claim on Napoli, I say we probably just want to go to war as soon as we can. Sicilian flux. So we now have bloody flux in our kingdom. Because of course we do. Not the greatest start. Hopefully, you know, our luck sorts itself out pretty soon. No way that happened as I was saying that. So we are now playing as Duke Pandolf. She killed me. See, our murder chance against them is really bad, and we have really low stewardship now, so we're making no money. I feel like stewardship's our best option. Boost our stewardship by 3. Right, get our best spy master that we can on. Get him on support schemes, and can we get revenge now? 19%. Yeah, this is bad. What about killing? No. I'm just going to start trying to kill random people from their house. I think that's our best option. Ooh. And our rival is taking some of the land we wanted. We were just making a claim on that, but now he has it. So that claim is no good to us because we're not fighting him anytime soon. So our feud has been a disaster. We are no closer to revenge and the outrages only continue. We can end the feud and we lose. So we would gain weak family for 25 years, less prestige, less dread. But the feud does stop. So, you know what? We're going to have to bend the knee for now. They won that feud, but later on, when we're more powerful, we're going to get revenge. But look at that. He's also going for the other county we wanted. So that has really slowed us down because I was hoping to get all of these. But now, kind of no chance. So with the house feud now over, we rushed getting a new claim on Napoli to take it before our bitter rival Robert could for himself. Right, this fight could decide it. Yeah, nice. There we go. So no issues there, but of course he still could buy mercenaries. We have only got to siege one county though. And there it is. We have conquered our first county of many, mainly because we just need a base of power. With that, we've got to look down here and work out what we want to do. So Alexandria, the Shire Caliphate, they're all maybe a little bit too powerful for us. But if we take a look around, there's some people around who are kind of weak. So that's going to be our plan. Although it turned out we couldn't actually reach anyone in Arabia to fight. So we conquered land in the south of Sicily to finally be able to... So we conquered Tobruk to finally begin our journey in Arabia. And also, we got beat up by King Robert's son as he jumped me and I actually had no say in the fight. We now actually have a bit of land within the Arabian Empire. Yes, and if we take a look, we have 1 out of 88 required counties. A long way to go. Now, if we're going to do this, we are going to need a nice, rich capital, just like the Pope. Now, we could keep our capital over here and build up this. That would be pretty good. But let's be honest. What makes the most sense is taking over Jerusalem and holding the kingdom of Jerusalem for ourselves. If we can do that, we can become powerful. Now, this could cause some jihads to come our way, but you know what? That's all a bit of fun. So I say our next target, even if it's just a single county, is taking the county of Jerusalem. So we're going to start a claim and we're going to build up. And let's see if we can do this. Oh no. Unhealthy relations. My lord, the malady is contagious, be wary. The diseased body of a commoner, skin marred by rashes and bumps, rests upon the table. Anyone who comes into contact with the corpse risks infection. And I was planning an outing that will take me close to Trani, the holding of my rival, Duke Robert. We're going to send a diseased corpse into their court. Let's do it. Oh god. We're now nemesises. Not ideal, but does he get diseased? Could be worth it. No, and now someone's trying to murder me. Right, okay, I wonder who that is. Can we try and murder you? No, not yet. Let's challenge him to a fight. We can't. Oh no, we're in trouble. But my spy master, we need a better one. You. And you're going to be on disrupt schemes. Just please save my life if you can. Please. Sadly, Robert didn't get ill and die from the corpse, but instead, we died. So we continued on with our heir, building up our army, blackmailing rulers, and most importantly, asking the Pope for gold. Okay, finally, it's taken a while, but the previous ruler of Jerusalem has finally died. As you can see, they've expanded a fair amount, but it is now time to push our claim on the sheikdom of Jerusalem, because this will give us a really nice and powerful base over here where we can start expanding, hopefully, like crazy. We're going to call our allies. Now, England is in their own war. We can call Venice, and we have our other Christian alliance down here. They are Coptic, but you know what? We're kind of on the same page here. We want to take all this land, so they are supporting us as well. And here it is. I don't even see their army. So maybe they're moving to siege my capital or something. I mean, they could be. I have no idea. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain that we may not have to fight. Ooh, and... Ooh, we just got... Oh, that's a court artifact. Yeah, we just got an illustrious pedestal item. Monthly piety per night, more renown, more court grandeur. I'll take it. Oh, there's their army, 4,000 men. So let's chase them and force a fight. This could actually win the war for us. Here we go. 9,000 versus 4,000. They didn't even stand a chance. 100%. There we go. So we can enforce demands. And if we take a look, we now rule Jerusalem. Now, we are going to have to change the faith and culture, but this could be built up to make us a lot of money. And of course, now we can raise our armies here. So future fights against these guys are going to be much, much easier. And that I like. Right now, we are just doing claims, but a little bit later on, once we're a bit more powerful, we're going to head down the learning tree, maybe on a different character, and pick up sanctioned loopholes and use piety to just buy loads of claims that we need. And of course, if we check the eras, we are in the high medieval era. So pretty soon, if we unlock divine right, we can push as many claims as we want in a single war. So if we buy a bunch of claims, we can push them all. Now, it turns out our culture, the Lombard culture, is not present in any counties. All our land is Sicilian. And they are also in the high medieval. Our liege is Italian. Ooh, and they almost have divine right. So maybe if we can become Italian, that would be really big for us. So what we can do is if we find an Italian character, because this is just a better culture, I think, for us to have, who most importantly likes us, which doesn't seem like there's many of them. Okay, so we have this guy here. He's also a fellow vassal of the Pope. So what we can do is we can offer him a ward and offer him to teach our son and at the same time convert him to Italian. So if we do that, we don't have control over our son's education, which is kind of terrible. But if we become Italian, we will unlock divine right much quicker. So that's probably our best bet here, I think. And with any spare gold that we get from asking the Pope, we're just going to keep upgrading the buildings in Jerusalem to get it to make as much money as we can. Ooh, and these are the claims we like. So a whole duchy claim on our northern neighbor here. So we're going to pay for that 161 gold. He has one ally, but I think even with just our army alone, we should be able to take that. That's what we need to do now. We need to start expanding our borders around Jerusalem to increase our power. Oh, our army there got caught raising. Kind of rough. Okay, so we're going to raise them down here instead. If we can, please. So we're going to have to retreat all the way over here to raise our army then. But we do have 4,500 men now, as you can see. We do still have them mercenaries, so 1,600 are going to be leaving us soon. But even without them, our army is pretty good. But now we actually got our army over here. We should have no problem finishing the siege. Ooh, actually, never mind. Who are they? Oh, no. Wait. Damn. The Shire Caliphate has joined on the enemy's side. Okay, so we're going to call Venice and our other allies as well. But we are about to lose a big chunk of our army here. That's bad. Okay. It's fine. get through this fight. We're going to lose it. We put up a fight, though, kind of. That's fine. We can retreat. Our allies should get you, and hopefully... oh, God, keep running. Please keep running. Oh, no. Right, you need to run away. Like, actually run. We keep getting caught. We cannot get away. Our allies are here, though. But if they lose that fight as well, yeah, okay, we're in trouble. Right, can we just run, please? They're so much faster than me. Okay, we are literally being bullied right now. Okay, my army's fully wiped. So we're going to re-raise what we can over this side. Right now in the war, we are only down 36%. So if we can re-raise an army and our allies come and join us, right? Yeah, they are coming to join us. Perfect. We have a chance. So I got 1,400 men left. And Venice left the war? Right, okay. My son is not married, though. So we have to make another alliance with our son, maybe. Yeah, okay. We're going to go with Lombardy. And we're going to call them to this war. We kind of need to win this. I'm not calling England because they're just in their own war. That's why we don't have England. Right. We are down 84%. We have to go and siege one of the counties. Lombardy is almost here. So we're going to have to rush in now, I think, and just go for it. Because they have taken war scores. We don't hold any of the land we're going for. But there we go. Just siege it all. And we do have peasants sieging my land as well. And so it's all kind of going terribly right now. But if we can siege this other county here, we should win this war, I think. There we go. So we can enforce that. Oh, and they sieged that sword off me. The peasants did. We're going to go in, hopefully defeat this peasant army. I mean, it's saying it's close. Because there's so many of them. There we go. So we defeated the peasants as well. So we're gonna return our men home and just chill out. We almost went into debt. That was close, as you can see. Oh my God, the price we had to pay. So our son is now Italian, which is great. But the guy we set to educate him, this guy, he has made my son cynical and craven. Diligent's pretty good, but craven and cynical is just kind of like, that's not why. But you know what? He's Italian at least. So pretty soon we'll have divine right. And then we can really start expanding fast. And there it is. We died at 54. But that was a very, very important life. We are going to have to go to war to get this land off our brother, but we've expanded and taken a lot of the land inside the Kingdom of Jerusalem, which is great. We built up, of course, built our second castle, getting farms and fields everywhere. So we have abandoned our land up here and given it away, which is not great because that was a big money maker, but we are going to turn the Kingdom of Jerusalem into an even better money maker. It is going to make us stupidly rich. And as you can see, the Pope can't help but shower us with money. But we're going to get that land back. And as we're Italian, of course, we now have divine right. Now, to take advantage of that, we're going to reset our perks. We're going to go down a theology focus. And we're going to try and unlock sanctioned loopholes so we can use our piety to just straight up buy the claims. And then with those claims, we can push them. So we can take over basically entire kingdoms in a single war, which is going to speed this up a lot. Okay, this is actually perfect timing. So as you can see, we're just defending a war up here. There's always people declaring war on the Pope for my land. So I've always got to try and step in and stop it. There's another war for the land up here. I'm probably going to ignore that one because we just finished defending this one. We have won, but a crusade was called all the way up here. So if we take part in that and we do well, we should gain a lot of piety. And if we take a look at our lifestyle trees, we are now just one away from sanctioned loopholes. So when we unlock that, we need a lot of piety. So, I mean, a crusade right now is kind of perfect. Sadly, we didn't even get here in time. It took so long to get here. We were just about to land and we lost a crusade. So, no big chunk of piety for us there, sadly. But even so, we just unlocked sanctioned loopholes at last. If we come over here, what we can do now is, it's not great right now because there's no, like, big people, to be fair, except from Alexandria. So what we could do, although Alexandria could be stupid, but it could be really big for us, is we can buy claims. We're just going to buy as many claims from Alexandria as we can. It's not going to be loads, really, but hopefully, you know, a decent amount. There we go. So we're now down to just 2 piety. So let's take a look now. Declare war your claims. We can push all of these claims in just a single war. Now, the numbers are kind of close. We do have a lot of children, though, that we can still marry off. So let's see if we can maybe pick up a nice alliance or 2. Problem is, a lot of the allies we can get, a lot of them, their land is far away. But I think we do need just the best allies. And there we go. I say, let's go for it. And this should make a big difference in our goal. There we go. First battle. And let's take a look. We killed 2,600 of them and only lost 500. So what we can do now is just start sieging some of the war target and try and get this over as fast as we can. And our allies are over there as well, sieging on their own. So this hopefully shouldn't take too long. And we're already up 92%. You know what? Let's finish it off with a battle. We can still get some battle scores, so let's do it. This should finish the war, and we should have no problem winning this battle, hopefully. We are relying on allies, but pretty soon we are going to try build up a little bit of a better army, so we don't have to be so reliant on other people traveling half the world to get to us. But there it is. In force. And let's take a look now. Yeah. Look at that from a single war. So here you can see just how powerful that is, right? That would have taken ages to do without that, but let's take a look now. We now own 22, so that was a massive jump up in the percent. And a lot of the other people are weak right now, but I imagine they're going to start forming together. But even, like, these smaller people, they come with just so many allies, you never know. Plus, they're going to be waging a lot of wars now to get all this land back. But that is a really, really big step for us there. Now, we do have, you know, a lot of vassals who don't like me, so we're going to demand all their conversion. Because the Pope is only a king, not an emperor right now, it does mean that we can't become a king and grant away a bunch of duchy titles. But if we can hopefully convert, you know, a decent chunk of them, I think our land will be somewhat okay. And yeah, if they want hooks, I'm just going to give it to them. Yeah, a couple of them are accepting, which is nice. Another thing that just popped into my head, of course, we are a vassal. So this guy is standing up against me. He has 2,600 men. The other faction's too weak right now. We don't need to keep all these people as vassals. What we can do is if we go to the Pope and grant vassal, we can just give this guy to the Pope. So if we take a look at my land now of Palestine, Alexandria is now a direct vassal of the Pope instead. And he's never overthrowing or doing anything to the Pope. So every once in a while, we can just give vassals to the Pope and hope he's able to convert them and do his thing with them. And then if we look at the factions now, no one can stand up against us. We're too powerful for the rest of them. So hopefully we can manage things that way while we keep expanding. We do have an option to start a legend, Protector of the Catholic Holy Site. Now for modifiers, more piety, that's really big. Barony is more control, that's big as well. Let's do it. The land of Jerusalem is of the highest pious value. And from its soil, it's said to spring miraculous water, capable of curing all malices. So yeah, it's actually about me holding Jerusalem, which is pretty cool. I don't know if this must be like a unique one, maybe. But there we go. We have our own legend. So maybe we'll work on that in the background. We'll get a court chronicler. And maybe what we can do is extol domestic legend. That's another 3.8 a month. Well, let's do it. We'll get our legend, start spreading around a little bit quicker then. Let's just do it. Why not? I haven't messed with legends too much. So in the background, we'll get a legend on the go. It's costing us a lot of gold, but hey, if we get to the highest level, let's see what we can get out of it. Because right now, yeah, we're just taking over all the little counties around us. So money is not like a massive need currently. Ooh, that's big. When we increase the quality, though, to the next level, we gain access to the Evangelize to the Realm decision, immediately converting vast swaths of your realm to your faith. So if we do a massive war, take loads of land, and we use that, I guess it's a decision, that will be big for us. But it does need to be in 100 baronies. Currently it's in 28, so it may take a little while, but that's fine. There you go. So as we're expanding, though, another issue has just popped up. Overextension. When you have 30 or more counties in your realm as a duke, you suffer an overextension penalty, reducing your tax income. Become a king or emperor rank to remove this penalty. But as the Pope is a kingdom to your realm, we cannot become a king. Now, when we have succession, because a lot of our sons are going to inherit little duchies, if we look around, a lot of land's going to go independent from us anyway. So we can probably leave it for now, to be honest, and just wait for succession. Because then they're all going to go independent. So a lot of the Pope's vassals are just going to be my family. Like my sons every generation. So overextension could be an issue, but I think it's going to solve itself. Now, right now, the Pope is traveling somewhere, doing something on a university visit. And he made us his regent. Now, I wasn't going to steal money, but I just looked at the amount. So as a regent, we have an option to steal money from a small sum to a huge sum. A huge sum is 2,000 gold. Like, I don't care about the other amounts. They're good, but they're not worth it. But 2,250 gold. I'm going to try it. It seems we only have a 40% chance, but it's worth a go. And there it goes. We got the secret embezzler, but we just took 2,200 gold. That is actually huge. Okay, being the Pope's vassal is actually blessed. Like, honestly, that's insane. We might as well max out these armored footmen then. And honestly, I'll probably invest some of this money just back into my capital. Just build up Jerusalem, really. I think the first thing, though, is we're going to want to build up a duchy capital, like a duchy building. But, I think the most thing we want is just money. So we're going to go with the royal reserves, which I like that because you get more tax and development. And with more development, you get more tax. So it kind of like helps itself. So 424 gold, but over time, that should help us make a lot of money. Now, this would be a big one. This guy owns Mecca. So we could buy claim against him. And if we go to war and win this, we have taken like the biggest Muslim holy site where they all travel for their pilgrimages, Mecca. So I say we just go for that now. We have land bordering it. We should win without allies again. I'm going to be honest. I would imagine at some point they will call a jihad for it, or at least for Jerusalem. There we go. First battle. Only up 4%, but that's okay, because we can just start sieging now. Okay, people are standing up to the Pope. Let's see, because I might have to help him. It's only 2,000. Yeah, that's fine. Because he'll win that, imprison them, and probably just convert or revoke them, and put Catholics there. And that will be pretty stable, because, you know, Catholics, I imagine, would love the Pope. Right? I assume. Like, if I'm a Catholic, I'm a vassal to the Pope, I'm probably happy, right? Like, it's probably shunned upon to attack the Pope. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was just talking about the next jihad, and once again, they're going over in Iberia. So, they're not bothering us, which is quite surprising. Maybe if we had had Mecca before that, they would have. Because I imagine Mecca's like a big thing for them. Like, Jerusalem's big, but I imagine they'd prefer Mecca, I assume. But there we go, 100%. We have taken Mecca. Now, I'm involved in a lot of wars. There's a tyranny war against the Pope, a war for some land down here, and some land over here. Okay, I'm going to stay out of those then. That's fine. But yeah, these people, I'm going to grant them straight to the Pope. Grant vassal and just give them all to him. Just like that. So our overextension isn't too bad. But I would love to know how many counties we have left to get, because I don't think it's too many. I can only see inside my realm where I have 33, right? So it's impossible to tell unless I want to count, which I don't. Oh, and there it is. Duke Pandolf died at 76 years of age. But yeah, we took a stupid amount of land that life for our liege. Like a ridiculous amount. I can't remember exactly how we started, but I believe we just had land in Palestine. As you can see, my brothers and stuff, they have taken a lot of our land off of us. So we're not making as much money as we were, but we're not overextended anymore, which is nice. And yeah, as you can see, we were still at war, of course. We haven't stopped. Just trying to get as much land as we can under the Pope, basically. Oh, and the game crashed. Okay, cool. Okay, so technically, we're reincarnated. There's nothing more holy than that, right? It's not going to last long, though. Yeah. That is painful. Duke Pandolf had to die twice. He didn't deserve that. But you know what? That's not going to stop us. We're going to carry on trying to clean up these borders and hopefully get that 1 or 2 county more that we need. So if we do that now, we should get all of this guy's land. Yeah, I mean, they don't really have much of a hope. Because we're the house head, we can call our brother. And our brother's fairly powerful too, so... And we're also allied with Venice again, so we're pretty powerful, especially with our allies. Plus, our army's pretty good. There we go. Valuable prisoner captured. So I just picked up that chunk of land. I feel like it has to be enough now. Is he going to do it? He has the money. There it is. We were that close. We were just missing it. Now we have the Arabian Empire is a theocracy empire tier realm. This feels wrong. Like, what have we done? We have made the Holy Arabian Papacy. Yeah. Being a vassal of the Pope is a lot of fun. I mean... We got a lot of gold, especially being his regent. But what we can do now, which I think, you know, if anyone deserves it, it's me. We are becoming the King of Jerusalem. There we go, in our fancy little court. Much deserved, to be honest. I mean, we single-handedly made this empire, basically. I gotta say again before we end, I am going to be streaming a lot more. So if you do want to catch my streams, please go follow me over on Twitch. It would mean a lot to me. But thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.